And I said, listen, I'm not stupid, just like I told Nightline. I said, you guys are deceptive, but I said, come on down, bring Matthews. And then he chickened out. And when the lady was in studio, she saw a gun over here in my desk, not aimed at her, .357 Magnum revolver, just because it's a reliable gun under stress. Anybody tries to come in here and do something, we're not going to just get on our knees and hide under the desk and say, please, 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 I'm castrated. Or oh, there's a man with a gun. 911, help me. Oh, it'll be 12 minutes on average? Okay, thank you. No. Time is of the essence. That's why I don't have some fancy semi-auto or something or some, no. This is, pull the trigger, baby. She saw the gun during the interview, and all of a sudden she started crying, and I thought I had touched her heart. This woman was going, and she got tears in her eyes, and she was an attractive British lady. And I was like, are you okay? And she goes, she was unable to breathe. She'd been so programmed and so brainwashed, like Freddy Krueger was over her bed at night. She was, is that a gun? I actually had a digital recorder recording it all. I ought to play that. Like, where are those recorders? Did we save that? Did I have the guys dump that off when they were here, just as my backup? We ought to actually find that audio in the next few days and play it. It's like a 3-hour interview, and get the... But you can't... I mean, I was sitting right here. Where I'm sitting, she was sitting right here. Their camera was over there. They had another camera over here. And I'm talking to her, and she sees the gun, and starts getting tears in her eyes. And I mean, literally, like she was having a heart attack. And I was like, are you okay, honey? She said, is that a... You could tell, like, she couldn't breathe. You ever had a dream where you can't breathe and it's real scary? I've had a few of those. And she was like... I mean, it went on, and it was like a slave. People are doubting me. I may just play the audio. Just remembered I've recorded it as backup in case they edited me. And this went on for about 30 seconds. And she says, is that a gun? And all you could see was the butt of it on the shelf, the handle. And I said, yeah. I mean, I protect myself. I protect my office. We got guys that can still carry in here as well. And she just, I'm sorry. I just didn't expect it. Hold on. I'm collecting my, this is not a joke, folks. Like, we can continue. And she's going, and the next question, oh, no. But this woman sees body scanners scanning her naked body, cameras, troops in black uniforms marching. If you know history, that's what scares you. Whoa, I'm going into a third world dictatorship. But no, she wasn't worried about that. And it turned out this woman's been all over the world, combat zones, you name it. She's not scared because there it's troops with guns. They're allowed to have guns. But you see a slave. This is a woman who'll fly into combat zones. She's not afraid. But to see a fellow slave with a gun is blasphemy. It's just absolute, total, and complete blasphemy. I mean, this was sacrilege to her. To see a blood bag, I mean, that's what I am, like The Matrix, or like the movie, what's the new vampire movie? Rob recommended it, so I watched it when I was on the treadmill with Ethan Hawke. It's really good. I just watched it last week. What's the name of it? Go ask Jacobson the name of the new Ethan Hawke vampire movie. I know we're having a big powwow in there right now, but I need this information. I need this information. Or I can get up and go get it. I need the name of that movie. But the point is that that's what we are. We're like creatures in a machine sucking our blood. We're like cattle. We are seen here to provide daybreakers. We are here to provide our souls, our money, our kids, everything. The globalists see it as if they control the entire society. And so this woman sees troops, SWAT teams, guns, FEMA camps. She feels safe. When she sees big black armored vehicles and tanks and big monolithic government buildings and thugs and CPS grabbing children and corruption. She just cozies up like a snake around their leg. But she comes into some red-blooded, tanned, redneck American who isn't her slave. And she comes in here with a man with a little bit of hair on his chest, and it just scares the living daylights out of her. She had thought she'd entered the ninth circle of hell. She was in a room with a fork-tailed devil. This is a domesticated slave. This is a domesticated worm. This is a domesticated serf. This is someone who sees a human who isn't castrated. I mean, I would imagine a domesticated pig in a pig pen watching a wild pig run around, out there in the field 100 yards away. That'd probably actually scare a pig because it would have memories of being a free hog. It would have memories of running around squealing and rooting and having a good time. And it'd be sitting there eating its slop about to get slaughtered. That's another pig. That's scary. And it would squeal and run over to the humans and curl up and go, and do something about that pig out there. It's so deadly. I mean, it's disgusting. It's like a cow in a squeeze chute at a slaughterhouse before the gas bolt comes down and drives a hammer into its head and fells it and kills it so it can be rendered down into T-bone steaks. Imagine it getting angry at a cow in a field. Oh, look at that cow in a field. It has horns. It hasn't been dehorned. I had my horns cut off a long time ago. I've had all my vaccines. I'm going into the slaughterhouse. Oh, I like the government. Oh, I love it. I'm yanked by my legs and drain me of blood. I love serving government. It's so much fun. It's so good. I mean, literally, you've got to experience. It's like that video we have in Road to Tyranny of the police own squad car at a checkpoint. They're searching everybody's cars. Abby Newman, one of my listeners, naval veteran, no criminal record, in town buying canning equipment. They say, we want to search your car. She says no. They open the trunk up, put her in handcuffs, find a pocket constitution, and start hyperventilating on video going, I can't believe she's got one. We found an extremist. She's got paraphernalia. I can't believe. He says, I can't believe we found one of these people. He's like, what do we do? Do we arrest her for this? And supervisor comes over, and this is in Virginia. He goes, I don't know. Maybe is she allowed to have that? Maybe that's what she's talking about when she says she has rights. I don't care. Go ahead and arrest her. I mean, you don't go right. You don't. So I guess it's the same thing. We got one with a pocket constitution. It's the same thing with this British woman. Oh, my God, is that a... it was tears. God, it was like a Monty Python episode. It was like in A Fish Called Wanda when the guy can't talk and he's stuttering. When the guy's stuttering, when the guy's eating his fish. Some fish and chips. So, I mean, it just goes on and on and on. I have seen the mind control slaves. I have seen state police going, literally going, oh, my God, look at this. People, go watch Road to Tyranny. It's a 3-hour film. It's like 2.5 hours in. From the squad car. You cannot make the magnitude up of this. But, I mean, in that woman, you see the whole world. This is a person, again, who saw the butt of this gun sticking out. She saw this in a shelf. I mean, amazing. Amazing. To her, that I am here to defend myself. I'm not living in fear. I'm living in power. I'm living as a sovereign. I'm going to defend myself. Instead, they lock down schools when a gunman's in them and make them get under the chairs so they're not running. They don't tell them, go out the window, go out the nearest exit, we'll direct you. They don't say we have the principal with a gun. That's happened a few times where they've stopped mass shootings. So they say, you go get under your chair and wait for them to blow your head off. So I was supposed to see if gunmen come in here. I'm supposed to, oh, yes, sir, let me, you're going to kill me? Let me get in a fetal position so you don't have to look me in the eyes. Again, it's the same training in Nazi Germany where you see those big pits, the 16mm film shot by the Nazis. They're all standing around satisfied in a power trip. They got their guys with machine guns lined up. There's pits, and, they dig these pits. They don't want to bury just one group. There's already 50, 60 bodies in there in groups of 10. They run the next line through, and the guys have their hats in hand, and they bow respectfully. Oh, thank you, mister, you're going to kill me. I mean, so what if you got a gun? I'm going to run up, try to bite him. I'm going to gouge his eyes out. I'm going to headbutt. You want to see somebody go hog wild? Not that I'm anything special. I'm a wild human, baby. I'm free. I got testosterone. Nobody cut my testicles off. Nobody sucked my soul out. But no, they, almost black and white films, they have the hat in their hand, and they run down into the pit, and then get their heads blown off, and the next group, get in there. Yes, sir, thank you. I'm going to do what you say. She sees all of this tyranny that should worry her, that should concern her instincts, and she doesn't care. She cares that I am not a slave. It is fundamental. Her religion is being prostrate before tyranny. Her religion is being a victim. Her religion is being weak. Her religion is being domesticated. Think about it. Some woman whose ancestors were the wild and wonderful people of Britain, who the Romans feared whenever they invaded. Not anymore. She's just a domesticated after 1,900 years of domestication. It's not a gun. I mean, this is insanity, ladies and gentlemen. This is, think of who would want to marry a woman.